Welcome back to the class, students. Yesterday we studied the deforestation and effects of deforestation on mankind and also on the biodiversity. So let's study the other factors which are also affecting
the factors which are actually the threat to the survival of different species. जो भी बायोडाइवर्सिटी में स्पीसीज आ रही है उनको कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो उन्हें अफेक्ट कर रहे हैं, the factors which are affecting their lives also. So first effect is the pollution. आपको खुद को पता है बायोडाइवर्सिटी में ह्यूमंस के लिए भी pollution is very harmful. So pollution नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज की वजह से भी हो सकता है, नेचुरली भी हो सकता है और ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज की वजह से भी हो सकता है. Pollution of the natural resources such as air, water and soil, this can act as a threat to the survival of the living organisms, the biodiversity species. How? देखो एयर पोल्यूशन होता है, सॉइल पोल्यूशन होता है, वाटर पोल्यूशन होता है, सभी पोल्यूशन अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी को. Why? Because all these pollutions include certain chemicals, some harmful gases. We are having a lot of industries and factories which are installed in the cities. वो क्या करती हैं? Harmful gases निकालती हैं, fumes निकालती हैं, chemicals use करते हैं वहाँ पे. All those chemicals are released in the streams. जो rivers होती है उसमें release कर देते हैं. उनका जो waste होता है that is just released in the rivers. And also these factories and industries, they are polluting the environment by releasing the harmful gases. So all these, they are affecting the atmosphere and also the water bodies. Water bodies में जो हम waste products डाल रहे हैं उससे water pollution हो रहा है. Environment में क्या हो रहा है? Air pollution हो रहा है because of those gases which are released in the environment. And also we are using different chemicals in the agricultural field. Agricultural field में हम लोग कितने सारे chemicals use करते हैं. We use pesticides. That is also affecting soil. So all these are actually polluting the environment and the pollution is affecting the biodiversity. Next we are having the climate changes. The climatic changes, they are also affecting. हम इतने सारे fossil fuels को burn करते हैं. You have already studied about the fossil fuels in your previous chapter, the coal and petroleum. We burn the fossil fuels like coal, petroleum and natural gas. These all fossil fuels, they are emitting different harmful gases and they are contributing towards the greenhouse gases also. Greenhouse effect क्या होता है उसके, which is leading to the global warming. कैसे हो रहा है वो? By the release of the carbon dioxide in the air. Due to the release of carbon dioxide, the content of carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere and that is contributing towards the greenhouse effect. So the increased level of all these gases, they are causing again the air pollution, which is contributing a lot towards the global warming. और global warming से आपको पता है, global warming से polar regions जो है उनकी ice melt हो रही है and they are causing flooding in the low-lying coastal areas. So these climatic changes are also affecting the biodiversity by increasing the level of all the harmful gases in the environment. And how this climate is changing? By the burning of all these fossils.
Next comes the over-exploitation of natural resources. Now what is it? We are simply over-exploiting the natural resources which are available to us. Who are exploiting? We human beings are exploiting. We are simply taking advantage of all the natural resources which are available to us. We exploit the plants and animals for our needs. आपको पता है अलग अलग प्लांट्स को, एनिमल्स को हम अपनी नीड के अकॉर्डिंग एक्सप्लॉइट करते हैं. फॉर गेटिंग फूड, फॉर टेकिंग वुड, फॉर यूजिंग इट एज अ फ्यूल वुड. टिम्बर के लिए आप वुड ऑब्टेन करते हो, उसको यूज करते हो. फॉर मेकिंग डिफरेंट फर्नीचर्स यू आर यूजिंग अगेन द वुड. for getting the fur, for making clothes, for protecting you for the different climatic conditions. सर्दी से बचाने के लिए you use the skin and fur of different animals. You use raw materials for different medicines. So we are simply exploiting all these natural resources. अब अगर हम ऐसे exploit करते रहेंगे, when we are using all these natural resources tremendously, then what will happen? The possibility is they might get extinct from the environment. और अगर वो extinct हो जाते हैं, if any species get extinct from the environment, what will happen? There will be imbalance in the nature. Her individual is important for the atmosphere, for the environment. If anything is missing, it will create imbalance in the nature, and it will again harm the living beings associated with each one of it. Next comes the natural calamities. Sometimes the natural calamities are also affecting the biodiversity. They are simply destructing the biodiversity. Natural calamities में जैसे बड़े बड़े cyclones आते हैं, सुनामी आती है, flooding होती है, earthquakes आ जाते हैं, droughts होते हैं, hurricanes आते हैं. They are simply causing destruction. So they are contributing towards the destruction of the biodiversities. Okay, so these are the factors which are affecting directly or indirectly the biodiversity. Next comes the very important topic, which is the conservation of forest. You all know that it is very important to conserve the forest because our life is mainly dependent upon the plants, and plants are in the forests also. So directly or indirectly, we are simply dependent upon the plant. Either we are getting the food or any other useful material directly from the plant, or if we are taking it from the animals, then the animals are also again eating the plants. They are depending upon the plants. So directly or indirectly, everything we are consuming, that is taken from the plants itself. That is why the plants are also called as the producers, because they are producing the material and we are just consuming all these things. So the plants, they are producers, and human beings and animals and all other living beings, living creatures on this earth, they are acting as the consumers. Now the question comes, the conservation of forests, how it can be done.
Here comes the conservation of forests. Yes, it is very important to conserve the forests because life on the earth depends on forests in more than one way. Following are the methods that can be adopted to conserve the forest. First, overgrazing by the animals in the forest should be stopped. Next, the large-scale cutting of the forest trees must be stopped. If it is very essential to cut a few trees, then plant some more trees in their place. That is afforestation, planting of trees. So massive afforestation work should be undertaken to cover the large areas of land with appropriate trees. Also, every piece of barren land should be planted with some more trees. The weeds, damaged trees, crowded trees and diseased trees should also be removed.
So overgrazing by animals in the forest, that must be stopped, and the large scale cutting of the forest trees, that also must be stopped. Cutting of trees is done in the forest क्योंकि वहाँ पर बहुत सारे plants हैं, but we should not cut the trees on a large scale. अगर हम large scale cutting करेंगे, then we will be deployed of all these trees. अगर बहुत essential है, if it is very much essential to cut a few trees, then you can cut, but you can do one thing, that plant some more trees in their place. If you are cutting those trees, then plant some new in their place. And planting more trees, that is the afforestation. Afforestation is simply planting the new trees. So massive afforestation work should be undertaken to cover the large areas. Afforestation तो इतना important है और हमारे ही लिए बहुत ज़्यादा beneficial है. because we are totally dependent on the plants, and if we are planting some more trees, that will be beneficial for we human beings only. So afforestation must be done on a very large scale. Every piece of barren land should also be planted with trees. जो barren lands हैं उनको भी planting, वहाँ पर भी planting करनी चाहिए, उनको भी हमें plant से भरना चाहिए. And all the damaged trees, जो harmful trees हैं like the weeds, the damaged trees, या फिर बहुत डेंसली जो क्राउडेड ट्रीज हैं, क्राउडेड ट्रीज अगर होते हैं तो वो एक दूसरे का न्यूट्रिशन को खत्म करते हैं. इफ वी आर हैविंग द डिजीज्ड ट्रीज, अगर ट्रीज के अंदर कोई डिजीज है, देन दोज ट्रीज शुड आल्सो बी रिमूव, क्योंकि अगर उन ट्रीज को हम रिमूव नहीं करेंगे दैट विल सिंपली इफेक्ट द अदर स्पीसीज आल्सो. बाकी के आसपास के प्लांट्स को भी वो इफेक्ट करेंगे और जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी है उसको भी इफेक्ट करेंगे. So we can opt any of these methods. All these methods should be followed and should be adopted to conserve the forest. Next is the wildlife. अब ये वाइल्ड लाइफ में कौन से एनिमल्स आते हैं? आपको पता है कि कुछ प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स और बहुत सारे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो नेचर में एज इट इज प्रेजेंट है अपनी वाइल्ड हैबिटेट में, वो आते हैं सिर्फ वाइल्ड लाइफ में. अदरवाइज जो डोमेस्टिकेटेड प्लांट्स हैं और एनिमल्स हैं या फिर जो क्रॉप्स हैं जिनको हम सीजन बाय सीजन ग्रो करते हैं, दे आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन द वाइल्ड लाइफ. वाइल्ड लाइफ में वो नहीं आते. आप जिन एनिमल्स को अपने घर में डोमेस्टिकेट करके रखते हो या फिर जो भी क्रॉप्स हैं आप डेली स्टेपल फूड की तरह यूज करते हो, उनको आप सीजन बाय सीजन ग्रो करते हो, दे आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड इन द वाइल्ड लाइफ कैटेगरी. सो लेट्स स्टडी वाइल्ड लाइफ आल्सो.
Here comes the wildlife. The plants, animals, and the microorganisms which live in nature or are present in their wild natural habitat constitute wildlife. The tigers, lions, elephants, bears in the dense forest, the crocodiles and whales in the natural water bodies, and trees, herbs, and shrubs in the forest are the examples of wildlife, but the cultivated plants and the domesticated animals are not. The wildlife biodiversity is actually a priceless treasure of our planet. Because of its unique geographical and climatic topographical variations, India is very rich in its wildlife diversity. Wildlife provides the source material for breeding improved variety of crops, plants, and the animals. The scientists and medical researchers use the wild animals as research material on which final experiments are performed before their actual application to the human beings. Wildlife is also an essential component of various food chains, food webs, biogeochemical cycles, and energy flow through different trophic levels. Thus, the various services provided by the wildlife are vital for the sustenance of life on the earth. Next comes the causes of depletion of wildlife. Let's understand the causes that actually threaten the existence of many plants and animal species. Some of the major causes of loss of wildlife are as follows. Firstly, the increase in human population and use of land for agricultural and urban development have led to a large-scale destruction of forest. This causes loss of habitat of the wildlife. Next, pollution of air, water, and land adversely affects many plants as well as the animals. The climatic conditions such as global warming due to natural and human-made reasons have also forced certain species to adapt to the changing environment, and those that are not able to adapt to the changing environment, they ultimately die. Also, killing of animals for their meat, skin, and other body parts is another major cause. The natural disasters such as earthquakes, floods, droughts, cyclones, and hurricanes also contribute to the reduction of plant and animal species in many areas. So these are basically the causes of depletion of wildlife. Hope these are understood to you. Thank you and have a good day.